It's recording.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Pastor Evangelist Alex. And in case you're wondering, today I'm wearing a football kit. And I don't really expect you to know the reason why I'm wearing a football kit, but I'm going to give one or two examples to see if you know who I am. I'm a footballer, and I played for England. Can you guess who I am? Like on my shirt, it's got the 3 lions. See the 3 lions? And the very first time this man played for England and he wore the 3 lions on his chest, he was really proud. You still haven't guessed who I am? You still haven't guessed who I am? Okay, I'll put the shirt away. The player I'm talking about, he played for Newcastle United in the late 80s. And from Newcastle United, he went on to play for Tottenham Hotspurs. And after Tottenham Hotspurs, he went on to play for Lazio and England. You still haven't guessed who I am or who I'm going to be today. I'm going to be the one and only Paul Gascoigne. Now, I was thinking, if I'm going to be Paul Gascoigne, I'm going to do 1 or 2 little kick-offs because Paul Gascoigne, or Gazza, as he's known, is a very great footballer. And Gazza is a player that I really looked up to, so I'll just do 1 or 2 kick-offs. So, hey, man. This is all for, hey, come on. The name, Paul Gascoigne. Thank you. Right, so the name of the theme of the program that I'm doing today is called Gazza, a true world-class player. Gazza, a true world-class player. Now, if you look at Paul Gascoigne, when he played for England, and when they got to Italia 90. Sorry, by the way, let me just revert a bit. I was meant to tell you, the name of this program is called the Soccer Arena. And then if you look at my wall, you see players like Ryan Giggs there. You see players like Ryan Giggs, Rashidi Yekini, George Weah, King Pele, Brazilian Ronaldo, Paul Gascoigne, a true world-class player, the man I'm doing today, JJ Okocha, Diego Maradona, Dennis Bergkamp, Chris Waddle, Samuel Okbaraji, Zinedine Zidane, Roger Miller, Ruud Gullit, Okechukwu Uche, Patrick Vieira, Rio Ferdinand, Edgar Davids, Brazilian Ronaldo. Yeah. So anyway, back to what I'm saying, and yeah, I just want you to know that Gazza, Paul Gascoigne, is a true world-class player. In Italia 1990, if you look at the way England were playing particularly well, and England got to the quarterfinals, I suppose, before they got knocked out by Germany. But if you look at the game in Italia 90 within the tournament between Cameroon and England, the pass that Paul Gascoigne gave to Gary Lineker that led to the first or second penalty, it was a world-class pass. I'm sorry to say that I think Gazza was between 21 and 23 years old, but to have that kind of vision and that kind of imagination in a game of that kind of magnitude, it really singled him out. You know, a lot of people should understand that when Paul Gascoigne came back from Italia 90, he came back to England as a hero. I mean, when he got sent off against Germany in the quarterfinals and he was crying, Gazza was crying, but the reason why Gazza was crying is that to say that he loves his country, England, so much, and he feels like he let the country down. I mean, Gazza is a player that followed his career, right from when he was playing for Spurs and when he played for Lazio. I mean, when Gazza came back to England, his talents, it's just to go and show you that a man's talents can take him really far. When Gazza came back to England, all the media, they swarmed. They swarmed Paul Gascoigne. And it was called Gazza Mania. Every page in the newspapers you open, it was Gazza Mania. Gazza was all over the place. I see a lot of English footballers come through the ranks, but in terms of attacking midfield play, I haven't really seen anyone that can live up to Paul Gascoigne. I mean, I think it was in the 1991 FA Cup, semi-finals against Arsenal, that stunning distant free kick that Paul Gascoigne scored against David Seaman. Remarkable. Remarkable. I mean, the wall was there, and the way the man smashed the ball over the wall into the top corner, remarkable. You know, but Gazza was a player that sometimes he goes a bit over the top. All the talent in the world is there, but sometimes they say that talent without control is nothing. And in that game against Nottingham Forest, when he went over the top and he kicked Gary Charles and he broke his knee and he went to go and have an operation, I think that could have been avoided. You know, when you look at the players today, you got players like Cristiano Ronaldo, you got players like Lionel Messi, you got players like Hazard, you got players like Neymar, you got players like Coutinho, you got players like Depe Memphis. These are all quality players, but Gazza's been there before them. And I remember when Gazza was playing for Tottenham, yeah, he caught the Italian giants, Lazio. He caught their eye, and they bid for the player. 8.5 million. I mean, 8.5 million in those days was a lot of money, like 95, is it 94? Let's say 93 to 96. 8.5 million pounds was a lot of money. It's probably equivalent to 80 million today. So they bid 8.5 million for Gazza, and Gazza was going to leave England to go and play in Italy. But this, because of the injury that he had, the Italians had to slash the money, and they paid 5.5 million. I remember, yeah, I used to watch that program on Channel 4, Gazza, Paul Gascoigne's show on Channel 4, and he used to go like this, "Go Lazio!" I never missed that program because Gazza was playing for Lazio. And yeah, they used to show the program on Sundays. I think I was a teenager then. I used to watch every episode. I never missed it. That program was very, very interesting. It's because of Paul Gascoigne that I fell in love with the Italian league. Now, when you talk about the Italian league, you're talking about teams like AC Milan. You're talking about, in those days, you're talking about Parma. You're talking about Genoa. You're talking about Sampdoria. I remember David Platt went over to Sampdoria. You're talking about Inter Milan. You're talking about, I can't even remember most of the Italian teams right now. You're talking about Juventus. You're talking about Atlanta. You're talking about Lazio with Giuseppe Signori. Yeah, but basically what I'm trying to say, the Italian league at the time was the best league in the world. And I think the English league was the second best league in the world. But because of Paul Gascoigne, I fell in love with the Italian league. You know, like I'm saying, the name of this program, or the title of this program is called Paul Gascoigne, Gazza, a true world-class player. I want to say that Paul Gascoigne is the best English attacking player ever. He's the best English attacking player I've ever seen. Paul Gascoigne is a world-class player. And even up until this day, I believe when England is playing, it feels like something is missing. You know, because the man's talent was really immense. You know, in the newspapers and in the media, they always portrayed Paul Gascoigne as an alcoholic. But look, I just wonder, how can Paul Gascoigne be an alcoholic and they portray him like a man that doesn't know what he's doing? How can Paul Gascoigne be an alcoholic and come out with a book, a fantastic book called Gazza, My Story? I've read the book and it's a fantastic read. Actually, let me read a paragraph from Gazza's book. This is a very knowledgeable man. And he said, this is Gazza, I'm quoting Gazza, he said, from his book. And he said, but I have to say that I enjoyed Italy. I loved the football. I never felt out of my depth. In fact, I felt I was a better player than most of them. I loved Lazio. I loved the club. I loved Rome. I've been to Rome as well. So when Gazza says, I love Rome, I also love Rome myself. So I lived in Rome, and I've stayed in Rome, and I've been to Stadio Olimpico. And it's because of Paul Gascoigne that I went to Stadio Olimpico. So in Rome, they've got the train station, they got Metro A, and they got Metro B. So, like Paul Gascoigne saying, I loved Lazio, the players, the clubs, and I loved Rome. I love Rome also. So I've been to the Vatican, and I saw the Pope, and I've been to the Coliseo, I've been to Aventino, I've been to Fiumicino, the list goes on and on. I've been to Via Casalina, but we're not here to talk about me, we're here to talk about Paul Gascoigne and how much he loves Rome. He said, I love the fans, and I love the Italian way of life and everything. I love the Italian way of life as well. The Italians are very friendly, and they eat a lot of, the major food there is pasta. Or pizza, the major food there is pizza. Gazza said, enough for me, I spoke enough. No, he said, in the end, I picked up quite a bit of the Italian. Yeah, enough for me to talk to the Italian waiters whenever I met them, or swear at them, and the lobsters were great. He said, I managed to see quite a bit of Rome without getting wet. I went to the Colosseum. I just told you I've been to the Colosseum and the historic sites. People think footballers have no idea where they are in the world and care less. But because of Johnny and Augusto, I learned something about the country I was living in. Italy and Rome, for me, Rome is the most beautiful city in the world. I went to Rome and I'm thinking, yeah, whoever made that quote that Rome wasn't built in a day, it's true. Rome is very beautiful. Bellissimo. Bella Roma. Grazie mille. They took me, Gazza said they took me around and showed me places and told me about the Italian history. It was quite interesting actually. But what I'm trying to say here is like, after the portrayal of Paul Gascoigne as an alcoholic and everything, there's no way Paul Gascoigne can be an alcoholic and come out with a book like this. The man was full of senses. His book was an amazing read. And I'm saying, England do not go that far anymore in tournaments because they miss Gascoigne's creativity. I mean, I think after Paul Gascoigne, because he never got taken to the World Cup in France 1998, and I think Glenn Hoddle must have replaced him with Paul Scholes. But Paul Scholes is a good player. I'm not saying Paul Scholes is not a good player. He's good at holding possession. He's good at spreading the ball around the pitch. But in terms of creativity and dribbling skills and drive, Gazza's got more of a variety to his game. So, I mean, England, when they, after the Paul Gascoigne era, England, they're missing such an amazing talent. I'll say Gazza was the best player for Lazio when I used to watch it. I mean, Gazza went there and he scored quite some fantastic goals.